going to happen to me? You know?
Well, this is as good a place to pick up as any. Hi, I am Chris White, and welcome to the DC Improv Lounge. I'm sitting here with headliner extraordinaire Bob Marley.
Hi, everybody.
One of the finest comedians in this or any other planet.
If you're watching this, then you know where to find us. We're here at the DC Improv all week. So you got a problem? Huh? Got a concern? You bring it down. Yeah. Bring it down here. Bring your ass down here.
And we were just discussing movies and Bob's movie career. This summer you are filming a sequel to, I think, probably one of your most notorious projects, Back by Midnight, starring Rodney Dangerfield. You were guard number 2.
I was guard number 2. We were talking about this on the way over.
But no, seriously, the movie you're filming the sequel to is, of course, The Boondock Saints, which you're well known for. It's a cult movie, but I did rent it, and there's no real religious cults.
There's nothing in there. No cultish, no David Koresh type of thing, no let's hide the kids on the farm, whatever they're doing now, that sect. That's
with the multiple wives.
Yeah, it's a sect.
How many wives do you have?
I have DC 4.
It's like a long haul trucker and at every
road wives
at every stop.
Yeah, road wives.
Actually, we should. Actually, I want to.
I have 1 wife and 3 kids, and that's pretty. You know,
beautiful children or ugly? Would you say?
I think the third one's a little questionable.
Yeah.
You know, the first 2...
Guy or girl are so ugly you're not sure.
The girl's beautiful. The first boy is beautiful. The third kid, he's beautiful in his own way. He looks a little... He's got that...
That's a parental way of saying ugly.
You know how you can't... I mean, he's got blonde hair and blue eyes, but then everything's in... He looks like my wife. She's a pretty girl, and he's got her, and then he's got that something that... I kind of have that. Like, I have the look where, like, most of the time I look pretty normal, and then sometimes I just look like I might be retarded. You know, like, if you catch me at the right angle, and
like bad lighting or...
yeah, like this. Yeah, like bad lighting, or as some people call it, daylight.
Yeah.
You know?
The layman's term would be daylight, yes.
Just getting around.
The rays of the sun.
Yeah. So, the 3 kids, and... You know, some people are just delusional. I just shoot them straight.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And I know I let them know what they're up against immediately. You know, listen, down the line you're going to be challenged by your looks. You know, I tell my kids that.
It's better that they know that at a young age, though, instead of thinking that they're always beautiful. I think too often today we tell our kids that they're great and they're wonderful, when in fact they're just mediocre and destined.
There's a lot of parents like that, where they're like, you know, isn't my son Frank so handsome? And Frank's like, I'm like, yeah, he's a real looker. What have you been feeding him, paint chips?
Yeah, but but if you know from a young age that you're not one of the beautiful people, you'll have a chip on your shoulder, and you can use that to
get into comedy.
Forward. Right, precisely.
Yeah. My dad would tell me that straight out. You know, like
you're hideous.
Yeah, he'd say that to me, or he'd say, "Are you retarded?"
But I assume you've had some work done.
Yes.
A little bit.
I had.
You lived in Los Angeles for some time, so I assume that you've. Yeah.
I had my shoulders done.
Yeah.
And.
Do they grind them down or what?
They tattooed some abs on me.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I.
That's nice.
Yeah.